All right, so here we are. We are at day 82, and it's my birthday. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. But we're at day 82 of our 100 days of community. On Monday, there's no paywall, so everyone has access to everything that I've written, that I shared in the midst of our 100 days of community. We're also in the season of emergence, so I shared the article today, right, talking about it being my birthday and how it's okay to be in this liminal in between space of, not fully blossomed, right, but not dormant anymore in winter, and how we can be in a space of becoming, right, and that is sacred in and of itself, and to be held and to be honored and to be trusted. Good morning, Reverend Evelyn. Hi, Anna. So we're dealing with that, right? Like, we're becoming. A lot of us are coming into this work, coming into this space. Some have been doing this work, some are deepening their work, some this is the first time you've ever heard of anti-racism, anti-oppression, et cetera, et cetera. But it's okay, right? You are becoming. This is emergence. That liminal space is sacred, Reverend. See, she agrees. Uh-huh. And we should treat it as such, right? Instead of not visiting things, supremacy culture demands us to shame, right? Oh, you're not there yet? What have you been doing? How did you not know these things? And while it is shocking sometimes, the things that we just don't know, it's intended that we don't know them. That just is it. Good morning, Ajoha. So today is day 82, and we are talking about cultivating empathy to strengthen relationships, right? Um, when we think about empathy, it's not a skill to be taught, right? Like, it's not like critical thinking, it's not cooking. Empathy is something that needs to be embodied, therefore modeled and experienced, right? Empathy is an experience. We can teach people the skills that open them up to empathy, but empathy happens organically. And supremacy culture, through disconnection, right? Disconnection of what? Remember, self, land, community, separates us from all of these deeper connective emotions and pathways. So we're going to talk about that today. And you know me, 3 points on our micro lessons every single time. So day 82, cultivating empathy to strengthen relationships. 1, empathy as a tool for understanding. 2, empathy requires active listening. Notice that's the skill to embody the practice. 3, empathy leads to compassionate action. Thank you, Carolyn. Carolyn, second one, and happy birthday. I'm so excited. Also today, if you are not a paid subscriber and you'd like to be, 46% off. This is the last day, but this is my 46th birthday and my gift to you. So if that is something that interests you, you got until midnight to make it right, which means look at this. Look at this beautiful reciprocal energy exchange. You get me a gift, money to survive capitalism, and then you get a gift, access to all of the amazing things that I put together. And if finances are a barrier, because I believe in equity, email me, scholarships@DesireeBStevens.com. I don't even ask questions because I'm going to trust that you know more about your money than I do. You know what I'm saying? So simple. If, for whatever reason, anything I ever do and or write or speak makes its way to someone at Dunkin', I need a sponsorship. Okay? Because I drink it faithfully. Okay? Whether it's in store, in home, and I love it. And I'm constantly plugging you guys. And like, as far as the sponsorship, like, I need some free coffee. Really? It's $25. Like, a thing of coffee. It's a lot of money. All right, so here we go. 1, empathy as a tool for understanding. Empathy allows us to understand the lived experiences of others, which is essential for building trust and connection, right? When we look at it from that lens, right? Like, somebody's lived experience should not need to be proven to you, right? They are trusting you. They are being vulnerable. They are sharing. You've cultivated a brave space. They've cultivated a brave space. They've allowed you in there. And I am sharing it. I don't need to prove my lived experience to you. It's mine. I'm telling you it. You should trust that, right? Like, that is how we are building here. It may be a different experience than yours. And that's pretty much going to happen throughout every single individual. But we have to believe people's lived experiences and trust that. As an example, community organizers who take the time to listen to the concerns of marginalized and what? Marginalized is not synonymous with Black, right? Because somebody could be having a whole other experience as Panamanian queer person. And whilst they may present as Black because of our racial codes in America, understand that that is not universal. That's a very American concept. They're just Panamanian in Panama. And they're having their cultural experience. It is real for them. It is true for them. We could connect on similarities. We could connect on the Christianization of it all. We could do those sorts of things, but their lived experiences are true, are real, and don't need to be proven to you. So I'd ask for you to do a reflection. Where in your life could you practice more empathy to improve relationships? And again, when we're talking about empathy, it is sitting with that truth. Like this is someone's truth. Just accepting that, right? Not like, that's not real because that didn't happen to me. Nobody cares that it didn't happen to you. I'm telling you what happened to me. Like what is happening right now? I'm sharing with you. I'm being vulnerable. I'm telling you what happened with me. I would love to hear your experience, but your experience does not disprove someone else's experience. And that is that crux of empathy, right? Like, you may have a completely different experience. I walk through this world. I'm very much, I'm coded as Black, right? Then it's going to depend, right? I might be coded more as mixed with this straight hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, if one of these things is not like the other, right? It's still a Black experience. It may be a different Black experience. It's still my Black experience, right? You don't have to agree with that. That's absolutely fine. But to sit down and trust that what I'm telling you is real is real. And then me extending that, recognizing that my Black experience is not the same as my cousin. She walks through the world unambiguously Black in a lot of different ways. She's dark skinned, different hair, different everything. So her Black experience is different. Still Black experiences, still lived, still real. And we don't need to compete, right? We're not doing oppression Olympics. We don't need to compete, but we do need to sit and hold the truths of that. And when we could do that, when we could sit in community and be like, wow, you've gone through that. I've gone through this. You've gone through this. Okay, what are we doing? How are we holding each other? I want to witness you. I want to see you. I want to support you. That is empathy and embodied, right? Being held in that space, trusting someone's lived experience, sitting with them in there and bearing witness to their truth because it's their truth. 2, empathy requires active listening. That's a skill. That is a skill. And not in that way. I really dislike the memes since we're all on the internet. I abhor the meme that's like, normalize not bringing up a relatable story. And I'm like, so normalize not connecting with people on shared experiences? That's what I hear, right? Normalize holistic passive conversation is what I hear. So this is not that. Active listening says I'm hearing the message you are giving, I'm receiving it, and I also have some information back, right? Like, oh, I recall when something similar happened to me. We can have a relatable story. Can I share that with you? I'd love to, connect on that level. So empathy requires active listening. Listening without the intention to respond or fix allows people to feel heard and valued, strengthening relationships. I put that in there because I had to learn that skill myself. I'm a fixer. You bring me a problem, I'm like, I got you. Let's go. I'm gonna fix it. What's your problem? I have a solution for it, right? And I had to learn, like, oh shit, sometimes people are not, they don't want you to fix it, Taz. And just showing up to a space in a relationship saying you could fix something tells this person that they're innately broken, that they're damaged, that they're not good enough. And apparently you are so much fucking better that you have the key to fix whatever is happening with them. And so I had to normalize asking, do you want advice? Because I got some. Oh, I'll feed you, baby bird. Or do you just want to be heard, right? And most of the time people just want to be heard. And that then again, how it's like that reciprocal, it freed me. Because all of a sudden, everybody sharing with me, because people share with me, did not become a burden. It did not become something, oh my God, I got to fix what's happening with this person and that person and my own shit. And all of a sudden, I was just free. And I didn't have to do that. And people did not feel like I thought I was better than them, right? Which can happen very easily when you show up in the world the way I show up in the world. As you guys can see, I'm very forward facing. I have a lot of various privileges within systems of oppression. So it's very easy for somebody to be like, oh, this bitch thinks that she's better than me and she's trying to fix me. And I'm like, I just like solutions, right? So when I put that in there to be intentional, that active listening is about listening to simply listen. You just want to hear the information that's being given to you, and you could ask them at the start, what do you need right now? Do you want me to just hear something, or am I listening to find solutions? Right? Because now it's two different brains I gotta activate here, right? Right. Am I just embodying the empathy, or am I embodying empathy and the fix it? Right? Like, what are we gonna do? Let's get some solutions, let's get some bullet points, let's get this framework worked out. So I gave an example. I said healing circles that prioritize active listening, which means what? Receiving the message that was intended to be given. Okay. All right. So healing circles that prioritize listening help individuals feel seen and supported. Again, that is a part of empathy. That is a part of human connection. We are meant to be witnessed. Our lives are not meant to be alone. We are supposed to be seen in our wholeness, in our frailness, in our brokenness, because we are not always here. That is just not real. We are consistently traveling in and out of different versions of ourselves. Part of, like I said, that liminal space is sacred. The becoming is sacred, right? We don't just celebrate when we get there. We celebrate the actions of getting there, the becoming, the dormancy. All of it should be celebrated. All of it should be held sacred. So I ask you, how can you practice active listening to enhance empathy in your relationships, right? And I know I keep promising to add things into the replay that I forget, but I'm going to. Alexa, set reminder 1 p.m. today, add in active listening tool. Okay, I'll remind you at 1 p.m. There we go. Look at that. Hopefully that actually works. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. It's an ADHD hit or miss. So I will try to put that in there because active listening is an actual skill set that will build embodied empathy. 3, empathy leads to compassionate action. Right. And it kind of goes back to the other thing. If you came to me and you're sitting here talking and you're my friend and I'm like, oh, I can fix that. I can make that better. It's like, well, damn. So I'm just broken. I'm just not, I'm just something for you to fix. I'm your project. Right. So where we're talking about empathy and incorporating all of these skills, you're going to get to compassionate action, right? Which is like that asking, what do you want? What do you need? So I say empathy isn't just about understanding. It should inspire actions that support and uplift others. This is with their consent. What do you need? What are you here for? What do you need? And this helps in a society that tells us that we should not say what we need, right? I'm really big on telling my kids that. I'm like, tell me what you need. If you cannot tell me what you need, I can't help you. I cannot help you. Do you need to just be listened to? Do you need me to fix it? Do you need me to give you solutions? What do you need? State your needs so you give somebody the opportunity to meet your needs. See that? Everything's about opportunity. You can't meet my needs if I don't tell you. If I don't say, hey, you know what? I'm feeling pretty shitty today and I need to be told I'm pretty. I'm very big about celebrate me. I need to be said, tell me I'm pretty. I'm having a shitty day. I need to hear it. Sometimes you just need that and you have to state those needs, which gives an opportunity for those that love you, that care for you, to show up for you, right? Nobody could show up for you if you don't present them opportunities to do so, right? So this is where vulnerability comes in. This is where brave spaces, safe spaces, etc. come in. So again, empathy isn't just about understanding. It should inspire actions that support and uplift others. As an example, advocates who recognize the struggles of their community members develop programs or initiatives to meet those needs. If you are communing with people, community, right? All of those things. If we are in this togetherness and you are listening to people actively, how are you not developing things that they need? That's they're presenting you with an opportunity, right? Instead of coming at advice as you are this benevolent person or leader, that people are sitting at your feet just dying to get some of your wisdom. Like, if we approach it as people are coming to you as equals in this circular sort of way, and it's offerings at a communal altar where we could all gather and make something that matters for us all, right? Like, oh, what an opportunity for us to each meet each other's needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that diminishes that weird ass pyramid scheme of supremacy culture and the hierarchy, because we are all sacred, we're all divine, and we're just all in different spaces and places, and again, in the becoming, in that liminal sacred space. But if we could see it as that, as it's circular and we're all coming together, what do you need? Great. This is an opportunity for my needs, for your needs. You told me something, I'm listening. I told you something, you're listening. There should be that collective, right? And goes back to a couple of weeks ago when your leadership should be collective too. It should not be singular, right? It should not be, that's paternalism underneath those 15 pillars of supremacy culture. Should not be a hierarchy. We all are creating solutions here for each one of us. And when we're listening, it's like, okay, I could see that. Okay, so we need those kinds of plants here. You know, I'm in my bag. I'm in my gardening bag, baby. It's my fucking time. It's my time. So like, what do we need, right? I have pollinators in the front because in the back, I'm spraying the hell out of it. Okay. There won't be a living insect in my backyard. I commune with nature. We have this conversation, and I'm like, listen, I love you. And coexisting looks like back here where I sit and exist will be sprayed to the living gods. Okay. Up front will be left alone. Here are the pollinators. Here are the things that you need. Please pass by, right? The bird feeders exist out there, right? All of the things exist out there in the front. That's all you, right? There's edible foods. Enjoy that, you know? But come back here, you've now crossed the threshold. And I'm blasting it to hell because I want to enjoy it, right? And that's how you can even commune like with nature. We've made this agreement. They understand that. It's been working for years. And I get to enjoy my backyard because I'm not going to go out there and suffer, right? And that is listening to your community's needs. I recognize that we need pollinators. I recognize that we need native plants. I recognize that I need vitamin D. And not what you were thinking. But I'm fine. So that is, that is how you listen to your community's needs. And you turn around and say, okay, all of our needs can be met. It's really, really simple when we are showing up, saying, being vulnerable, saying we all need something. And everything and everyone that you meet has something to offer you, right? I'm not coming into this space saying, hey, look at me. I'm doing so much better than you. So shut up. I got this. I'm like, hey, look at me. I learned this. Let me tell you, and now tell me what you learned. And when we put all of that together, and when we trust our lived experiences, and when we are listening actively, we are embodying empathy in community, right? We could sit down and it doesn't become that supremacist culture competition of who had it worse, who had it, who's had it the longest. It's just saying, listen, we have a common enemy. It is supremacy culture. These 15 pillars of supremacy, and we need to dismantle them. We could do the accountability, right? Again, it's neutral. This is what's been going on. It's continuing to go on. How do we stop this? And that comes with that empathy. That comes with listening actively to what people are saying that they need it, right? Like we're watching DEI crumble, and I'm like, we didn't ask for Juneteenth. Like, I don't give a fuck if they take away the holidays. I ask for liberation, right? Like it's interesting to me when I watch people and they're like, they're going to take away Juneteenth. And I'm like, I don't think that white people should have been getting paid for a day. I'm like, let's really sit with this. We didn't ask for a holiday. That's not listening to the people in the community. We asked for reparations. We asked for universal health care. We asked for 8 can't wait. We asked to defund the police. You brought us a fucking pizza party. I don't care. Take it, strip it, rip it. I don't care. I don't need holidays to sit down and be in community and honor the ancestors that went before me to do this work. I don't need that, right? And we have to really work on pulling away as we're building these parallel systems. This idea that we need someone to tell us what we need to do. We tell us what we need to do through the empathy, right? Through the community building, through the active listening. I could turn around and I could tell you what we need. And you could tell me what you need. I don't need the government to do that. It is an overreaching, overseeing government. In that aspect, I completely and utterly align. And it has no place for the people. And that is just not an empathetic community. That does not mirror that. Nothing that any of us have asked for has been given to us by the government. Like, nothing. Nothing. That is a ruse. That is not true. It has been given to us by the will, the fight, and the togetherness of the people. And I know that that could sound really fucking activating and nationalist. Because saying it, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like Stars and Stripes just fell out my mouth. Or we can only, our language is only but so vast when we speak a colonizer's language. But the truth of the matter is the will of the people, whether that be in a small community and a large scale, in your home, within yourself. It is the will of the people within the spaces to listen, to show up, to trust people's lived experiences, to create brave spaces, to be vulnerable, to say, I believe you. And I want this to matter. I believe what you're saying. I trust that you know what you need. And I want to help you bring that forward. Do you trust me also? Let's fucking go. That kind of thing, right? So we're going to round this back up. Day 82. Cultivating empathy to strengthen relationships. The 3 points that we talked about were empathy as a tool of understanding, right? Not as its own skill set, but a tool that says, I see you. I believe you, right? How many people who are survivors of abuse just want to be heard? Just want to be believed, just want to be witnessed. This is domestic violence, folks. That's what the United States of America is, right? And every survivor of it, which is us, wants to be heard, seen, and witnessed, right? And so that is how we can build that empathy as a tool for understanding. 2, empathy requires active listening. And again, what is active listening? Hearing the message that was intended to be heard, right? Like, did you get that? Right? So that's why you do the check-in questions, right? Hey, does that make sense? Sound good? Let me get some feedback, because I may be saying something and you did not hear that. And now we are not having the same conversation, friends. That's not what I said. Let me get a chance to say that again, because that was not the message that I intended, right? That's effective communication is the final landing point of active listening. You got the message I intended to give. 3, empathy leads to compassionate action. When we have empathy, when we're showing up saying, I trust you, I believe you, you know exactly what you need, I'm here to listen, help you manifest that in whatever way that I can, that becomes compassionate action, right? I don't need you speaking over me. I don't need Juneteenth. That is not what we asked for. We've been celebrating Juneteenth. Did you think that we needed a national holiday to celebrate Juneteenth? Is that what you thought? Because you just heard about it? Oh, okay. Sometimes I just need to check in. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are we at here? Like, we didn't ask for these things. Listening to people in your community matter. That community starts with yourself. You are your first home. What do you need? How can you see your own self? How can you witness your own self? How do you hold your own truths with empathy and understanding? Offer yourself that. Start spreading that out to your friends, your immediate community. If you have children, your children. Again, you know, I task white women, give white men the same grace that Black women have been giving you for generations, right? Offer them that same compassion. Sit with them the way that we sat with y'all, generationally. Yeah, I know. You don't like that. No, y'all never like when you hear that. But that is the truth, right? And that is who you've been in community with for thousands of years. That is your community. Like that. It's you guys and everybody else, right? Because you created this insular place in space that whiteness exists alone and isolated. So inside of that isolation, you gotta do that healing work. You gotta mash it up. You gotta offer that to each other. Offer that to yourselves. Like we can't do that for you. That's the work that you have to do in that healing space, right? Really feeling somebody, right? When we're talking about Let me show you something. Because you know I like to have funny things, right? Where's my thing? Here's my belt buckle. I was going to wear today on my coveralls, right? I got my coveralls, I got my Uggs. Can you read it? So I'm going to buy a buckle. It says white trash. Yeah. And I'm going to wear that with pride. I'm going to wear that with pride because I want you guys, like the empathy in that is when you sit down and you don't think about why certain white people, poor white people specifically, vote in the way that they do, it's because you don't see them. You don't recognize what their plight is in America. And you believe the lies of middle America, right? Middle America is middle management in a company. It wants to sell you that this company is so great. What's wrong with this company? It's not bad in the flooded mailroom. What are you talking about? Look at us. Hi. Welcome to America. Right? It's very Stepford. So when you have people that have been historically, again, this goes to empathy and listening, historically been marginalized in capitalism. Not race, baby. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Race is the first identity. But when you have people that have been generationally marginalized through classism, they don't understand another way out. And nobody is reaching across the divide. I don't owe them that reach across the divide. Like, no, I don't owe you that. But you guys owe them that. You owe them that, right? Like I said, hood to the holler. That should be your activism. You owe them that. You owe them that empathy. You owe them that understanding. Because you know what? Here's the truth of the matter. If we are 3 generations from the plantation, you're 3 generations from it too. Yeah, yeah. So that means that most white people, unless you are a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, you come from poor folks. You come from the serfs of England. You come from indentured servants of Ireland. You come from plantation workers. You come from poverty. And you moved up in those hierarchies of whiteness and you completely left them behind. And then you want to understand why they're like, fuck you. No, I'm not voting alongside you. I'm voting alongside me. And I believe in this American dream. I could do these things. And now they're crashing out because they realize, oh, no, you're still left out. But white people, where's your empathy for them? Where's your understanding, right? Because you know what it's like to be poor. You don't like that. And even if you have not experienced it directly yourself, you know you don't want to be. Don't nobody wake up and be like, I want to be poor. Nobody. Okay? There's no joy in poverty, right? And classism impacts white bodies like racism impacts black bodies, right? So when you're thinking about this moving forward and really listening, I want you to listen to your MAGA friends and families because they're somebody's friends and families. Please stop playing with me, okay? I could give you about 5 in my own friends and families list. So you're not going to tell me that you don't have any. And if you don't have any, it's because you refuse to do the work and you refuse to show up with true empathy, embodied empathy. Like, listen, I don't have to agree with you, but I do want to understand. I want to hear you. I want to witness you. What the hell is happening? What? Now that we're watching that this is not going to benefit you, are you interested in having a different take? Are you interested in listening to me? Are you interested in seeing how we could work together? Right? And healing that divide. I understand how it felt, to be left behind. Imagine how they feel. Again, not my job. I am Black. But imagine how they feel watching you liberally march with your Black Lives Matter PFP and you're changing this, that, and the other thing while white kids are still living in food deserts. Where's your solidarity? Where's your community? Where's your empathy for those that look like you, for your own family members that didn't make it out the trenches, right? And that is a generational healing that needs to happen because, again, when we're talking about these threads of time and this arc of inhumanity that systems of supremacy culture and whiteness bring, like, again, you guys, most of you are descendants of the serfs. You are not royalty. You are not descendants of the royals. And we could never be royals. Like, that's how they set it up. You could never be royal. You could never be royal. So trying to mimic those things, and there is generational wounds, there's epigenetic trauma of you forgot who you were. Right? Showing up with empathy is super important for you to do for yourself. And I really want you to sit with that lesson today. It's like show up with empathy for yourself, which means showing up to understand how you've forgotten so much, how you have experienced colonization and Christianization first. You guys are the first ones harmed and the longest and the deepest. And it just perpetuates cycles of abuse. So when you can show up with that, when you can listen to yourself, when you can listen to those that look like you and sharing the problem and filter out the anger or the ignorant rhetoric, filter that out. That is pain speaking. And you guys owe each other that conversation. You owe trusting their lived experience without using us. Well, Black people, you don't know if Black people have it worse. Stop talking about us. Keep us out of your mouth. Speak for yourselves and have that conversation. That's an inter-community conversation that needs to be had. You're not having the conversation about Black people, time and space. When you are having that conversation amongst you guys, where you're cultivating that understanding, that empathy in your community, leave us out of it. Leave us out. It's something within that isolation that you guys have to heal. That you have to show up with that empathy. You have to show up willingly, and you have to show up not to fix it, but just to witness, just to hear. You have to show up with active listening. I tell my kids, listening ears, active body. Right? Listening ears, active body. That means that we listen and there should be action behind the listening. So that is my lesson for today. On my birthday, I miss my birthday. It's my birthday. I am, and I tried to end it on time and I still went over. You guys are amazing because you're just hanging out with me anyway. So tomorrow we will be talking about reflecting on lessons learned during this journey. Isn't that great? After the birthday, after sitting with that deepness, like, oh my God, I really got to talk to other white people. You do, friends. You do. And I know it's not easy because it's me, other white people sometimes. And I'm like, oh God, I have to talk to them. And I have to say, I get it. I understand. But, and also, your choices are harming everyone, yourself included. And I need you to touch that reality, right? So that is your work for the day. And we are headed out. Oh my gosh, there's so many other things. Michelle, yay, I got to join today. Great here. Thank you. I'm enjoying it. I'm so sorry I did not see these. Hi, Hortense. How are you? Not Baby Bird. Oh, yeah, I'm a movie quote person, right? Oh, I'll feed you, Baby Bird. So, like, my whole life is like a movie quote. It's crazy. Crazy. Legit had this convo with someone last night. I love that these conversations are happening. Good morning, Chris. Vic Johan says, thank you. Hey, Dazzle. Hey, Ken. 100. Yes, I agree. His name is 100. I am going to jump off of here. Facts. Happy birthday from Jenny. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go get my nails did. Put my white trash label on and upset the white folks because they have to break their brain around why I would wear it. Well, because my mama is straight out the trailer, baby. They call me fancy. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. I want you to truthfully sit with empathy for yourself, right? Offer yourself that gift first. Offer yourself what others have not given you, right? That your truth matters. And it's your truth. It's not supposed to be questioned. It doesn't need to be proven. It's yours. And multiple truths exist, right? That's just it. Your truth is your own. And you don't need to prove it. You are worthy of it being seen and witnessed. And I want you to offer that gift to yourself today, right? That's your birthday gift. It's my birthday, and I'm sharing birthing energy with you. We are in the stages of becoming, and it is beautiful here. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow, and I'm going to try to have this article out in a timely fashion. I am not going to promise that that's going to happen because, again, nails have to get done, and me and Mo found an amazing buffet. I will share with you guys later. We're going to go tear it up. Tear the club up. Tear the club up. We're going to go eat. And then when I come back, I will do the article. But I also have to pick up Kieran early from school because he's like, it's your birthday. And Shady's home. So, yeah, it's a whole thing. But I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, I'm grateful for you too, sis. I appreciate you. Tiffany says, thank you for this truth today. Thank you for receiving this truth, right? Because it's not easy releasing the truth either, right? And I try to do it in the most loving, caring, very straightforward way. But thank you for receiving that, right? Like that truth is its own medicine. So thank you for receiving and taking that. Chris says, happy birthday. Enjoy your day, sunshine. Thank you, Lisa. I will. Ken says, celebrate a birthday week. Hey, I like the week idea. Ken, I like the way you think. I'm here with that. I'm here for that. Carolyn says, have the best day. That is the goal, friends. That is the goal. All right, I'm off. You guys, mwah, love you. Bye.